In the 21st century, life in Britain has been transformed by technology. And the generation gap has never been greater. Has a reliance on technology stripped young people of vital practical skills? And has the older generation been cushioned from the harsh reality and insecurity of today? I want to know which generation will survive the best when they're stripped to the conveniences of modern life. I'm marooning 16 ordinary people on a remote cluster of islands in the Pacific. On one, a young group aged between 18 and 30.
It's happening!
And on a nearby island, a group of much older castaways.
It's lethal, guys.
They'll be left alone for 5 weeks with just the clothes on their back and a few basic tools.
Get it! You gotta get it! Medic! What am I doing here?
Pushed to the limits of human endurance. As hurricane season rages around them,
Still digging like a pig in shit.
will the older generation's experience give them a better chance of survival?
Oh, bastard!
Or will the energy of youth trump the wisdom of age?
You don't do anything yourself! You talk bollocks.
You're a proper tosser.
I'm just so thirsty.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!
Mother Nature is kicking our ass, boy. We're not staying here another 24 hours.
Requesting an exit from the island en masse.
For God's sake, man, this is bloody torture, this man.
Two weeks ago, I marooned 2 sets of people, old and young, on a pair of remote Pacific islands.
Right, come on, let's go. Oh, I see people.
The groups found each other, but struggled to get along.
They're strong young men sat there with their fingers up their arse.
You mug.
I have not seen you once chopping wood.
Freddie, the youngest member, has quit.
Oh, little she. Could have stuck it out.
Old and young decided to form one team.
And we've renamed the tribe. 1866.
1866.
But after 2 weeks with barely any food, the islanders are struggling.
I'm starving. Absolutely starving.
There's no fish here.
Since last week, the group have only caught a handful of fish and have been surviving on a diet of limpets and coconuts.
Being hungry is just horrible. I just want food. I feel so weak.
As you can see, everybody just wasting away. Just a bit depressing, really. You think you're working so hard and you're all starving, literally.
Out hunting, 50-year-old cameraman Phil has spotted a potential source of protein.
Using a tree as cover.
I've ensured the islands have enough wildlife and vegetation to keep the islanders alive throughout, but only if they have the ingenuity to find it, catch it, and kill it.
Poor iguana. Very majestic, beautiful creatures, but we need a little bit of food inside our bellies. When you need to eat, you need to eat.
Here's Phil, trying to catch a little bleeding iguana. Oh, he's loving it. He's loving it. It's too little. Just pick it up. Oh, I'm going. Honestly.
Phil, I don't get the geezer. He is a living, breathing David Brent.
Iguanas. Reptiles. So they need sunshine. Wasn't patient enough. And, yeah, it's outwitted me. I've lost. Iguana lives to fight another day. I might go hungry for another day, but that's life on the island.
Ladies and gentlemen, island fashion at its best.
And here we have Jordan modelling the winter island sheet. She's gone for a really casual look today.
Yeah, it's really in right now.
Can you talk me through your footwear today?
So this is more of the Japanese look. You've got woolen socks, wet and sandy, some designer flip-flops, which were really expensive.
How much, honey?
Oh, you're talking 300 quid a pop. You can't get them anywhere apart from Japan.
This is the anti-sexy suit.
Yeah.
But this is where you got to say it all with the eyes.
But it's sexy at the same time, you know. I've had a lot of offers from a lot of men.
You know, a lot of people, they look at me and they think that I'm this precious, blonde, private school girl who hasn't had any troubles in life. Like, fair enough, that's probably true. But this year has definitely been a very low point for me. I worked my arse off at university. And then to be rejected and rejected and rejected from jobs and watching all my friends get jobs, I've definitely lost a lot of confidence. And I think going on the island, it's going to make me just feel a bit successful again.
Oh, skinny mini, what are you going to do? I'm going to give you a fat transplant, take them on holiday.
Take whatever I can get,
Give
Jane.
you some fat. Look how little she is, man, just tiny. How's your bike?
Still got my muscles, though.
Still got the boys, check the guns out.
Oh, even that was difficult.
Oh, you bugger.
Right now, at this present moment, I am not okay. I am dying of hunger. It's all I think about every minute of every day. What I would give right now for a fry-up. I would do terrible things. Terrible, terrible things.
There's just like nothing to eat here. This is desolate, isn't it? There's no palm trees here, there's no coconuts.
Electrician Ben is leading a search party, scavenging for something to eat.
Watch out for this tree, I don't know if they're death apples.
Yeah, they're poisonous.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Even though they look really good.
Well, that just sums up the fucking jungle, doesn't it?
What is that?
The group stumbles across a washed-up container at the end of the beach.
That, my friend, is cooking oil.
Is that olive oil?
Yes, it is.
Calories!
Calories.
Got a little something for you. What you got?
Mars bar.
No! Shut the front door! Where did you find that? Oh my gosh! Are you olive oil queen?
With over 8,000 calories in a litre, the decanted olive oil represents precious energy for the starving islanders. Drinking just a teaspoon a day will change their fortunes.
Where did you find that? Ocean giveth, man. Ocean giveth.
What is he doing? He thinks he's at a nudist beach, doesn't he?
By the sea, cameraman Phil is once again the centre of attention.
Well, I don't want to see fucking Phil Hampton rocking about, do I, first thing in the morning? And I'm sure the young girls don't.
Now, I feel truly beautiful. I've just got used to being kind of on the edge of existence. And I'm feeling as if I'm 15, 16 again, and just accepting life for what it is, rather than thinking a 50-year-old and I'm out of my comfort zone. Get lost. Not at all, not for a moment. I've travelled 7 continents, climbed in the world's greater ranges, been to tropical islands, tropical rainforests, Antarctica, the high Arctic. But it's actually the people, not the locations, that interest me the most. In my game, trust is everything. If I lose that trust and respect, then game over.
Phil, a bit weird, was walking around with his willy out earlier. Some people didn't find it weird. I found it quite weird. And it was like he was almost doing it on purpose. I didn't really want to see it, to be honest.
Do you think that's acceptable?
Why?
I really thought it was inappropriate that you stood there bollock naked when girls are walking by. I don't care if you're free with your body or not. Some of these young girls may not be.
We're on a desert island.
I don't give a shit. It's disgusting.
What's the matter, babe?
In with his cock out when there's young girls walking by. He should have put his hand over it.
Oh, he's just standing there, like, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what her perspective is. I've never met anyone like her in my life. But I'm just going to let it go. Because life is too rich and beautiful for me to even contemplate worrying about it.
For the group, I should keep my mouth shut. But in my head, I said, if he does that in front of the young girls, I'll have him. And he did.
Do we have... Thank you very much. Can I ask a question? Do we have any more coconut husk?
A tropical downpour has hit the camp, and Phil has appointed himself fire monitor.
Phil. Right. Can I ask you?
Jane, I'm concentrating, please.
Phil. Can I ask you? Can you just say, has anybody got any coconut husk? Can you not make it in order?
I can't move from this position, so I need help.
Dear God in heaven. Phil decides to go into dictator mode. Starts barking orders at everybody. If that's the way he is, he needs to seriously get a look at his cell, man. He's acting like a twat. A first-class prick.
It'll dry out. If it's shredded like hair, it'll dry out.
Without consulting the others, Phil decides to use the olive oil with all its precious calories to boost the fire.
Phil is a wally at the top order. But he ain't growing on me. If he is, he's growing like a wall.
There's a whole bottle of olive oil, which was done as the whole 5 weeks. Unfortunately, we've only got probably, what, an inch left. It's really quite depressing, actually, to see that.
Isn't it?
It really is.
Fucking
Really,
annoying.
really depressing.
It was a lit fire, it was burning, it had flames on it, and half a bloody litre of olive oil gets poured all over it.
You have no idea how furious I am about that.
Well, it was the option of using an accelerant. It's not fucking ridiculous.
It
We
is.
wouldn't have
Those
had
are
a fire.
calories. These are group
I totally
calories.
understand. I made
it was
an
a single
informed-
decision. This is a group.
Without that, we would have no food. Without the fire, we'd have no water or
The
food.
fire was lit. The fire was lit and burning.
I'm going to close it from my point of view because I'm standing by my decision. I was making a decision that needs to be made.
And it was a very, very poor decision.
OK, we'll have to agree to disagree.
If you actually just went, do you know what, guys? Yeah, that was really stupid of me, wasn't it?
Wasn't.
At the time, I
Then the
wasn't thinking,
conversation would
and I
have
just
been
tried to do
dropped.
it. Then everybody would go, exactly, mate. Done and dusted.
But that's
'Cause you've
saying
learned from
something
your decision.
fundamentally I don't believe in, and
But how can 7 people be wrong and 1 right? I don't get that. If 7 people
as I've
are
said
saying...
before, it's not a matter of wrong or right. I made a judgment call. Guys, we're getting into the realms of a circular, go-nowhere conversation. I'll stick by my decision.
The rest of us think it's appalling.
Okay?
There you go.
I do.
In survival situations, the simple fact is that people make mistakes. And that's okay. The important thing, though, is accept them and learn from them. Even more important in these sort of high-pressure situations is to show a little humility. Admit your mistakes, rebuild relationships.
I can be a pain in the arse, but at the end of the day, I can't get on with everybody all of the time.
No.
He just doesn't think he's wrong at all. Whatever happens, he will blame somebody else. He will never hold his hands up and say, look, I'm sorry, I've dropped a bollock.
Phil was doing my head in. He just orders people about without any consideration, because the only way you can deal with him is just walking away. I don't know where it's going to go.
very hungry. Shit. Stomach is just... Keep... Please don't waste away. It's getting a little bit scary now. I'm getting a little bit scared. Starvation is very, very painful. And I know I haven't hit the full brunt of it yet, but I'm pretty terrified.
The group's calorie intake has plummeted after Phil used up the olive oil on the fire, and the islanders are struggling to concentrate on even the most basic tasks.
I'm fucking zapped. Absolutely zapped.
I like that
We're
idea.
not eating enough.
No.
I fucking barely walk on this sand.
I love that idea.
We genuinely can.
If you had a good meal now.
But if we had a meal now, it'd have picked me up through the day.
Despite having no energy, Phil is soldiering on.
Medic!
Phil, sit down.
Sit down, sit down, sit down.
Guys, med kits. Med kits.
Don't talk, don't worry. Just take deep breaths.
I'm holding it on.
Sierra Base, this is a Bravo over. Bit of a medical emergency. Phil, cameraman, may have just taken the top of his finger off with a machete.
Which finger is it?
That one. Oh, it's beginning to pump and throb now.
I know it is.
Oh, you fuck.
You don't always know what you're going to find. I've done that before, and then the top of someone's finger comes off, you know, like just dangling by a bit of skin.
I caught the end off it.
It just needs sewn back together, okay? Savage. You're doing good. It's not as bad as you thought it was,
No.
Phil. It's not as bad as you thought. Do you want to have a look? It's much less dramatic than I thought.
Wow!
Phil nearly chopped his finger off. Screamed like a baby.
Thank you so much, Emma.
It's all right.
Almost took the end of my finger off. It's throbbing like a throbbing thing that's being constantly hit by a mallet.
Poor Phil, he's just been flat out on the beach, fast asleep.
How do you think Jordan's coping?
Don't know. She ain't really found a place, has she, sort of? I don't really know what she kind of does. Which is a shame, really. She needs to just find something she's good at and get involved with it.
I'm feeling really, really lethargic today. I feel a bit lost as well. I don't really know what I'm doing.
When I see JT not doing much and everybody else working, it frustrates me. To be honest with you, I haven't seen her go out and get anything yet. It sounds harsh, but she needs to get a grip of herself, to be honest with you.
The sun comes out and you're the first person in a bikini laying down. It's always the way, JT. You stand there just looking around waiting for something to do, sun comes out, you fuck off.
That's really unfair, Richie.
It's not unfair, JT. So much shit that needs to be done.
What's the matter with little Popsy?
Richie just said that everyone in the camp thinks I don't do anything.
It's not true.
Honestly, don't know people getting you upset, babe. Come here.
It's like the one thing I didn't want to happen. Like, people think that I don't do anything. It's like the one thing I didn't want to happen.
Don't worry about it. It's all right. You don't really do a lot, though, do you? You and Kegs, you're both lazy as fuck, aren't you? No, I'm only joking. Go on, you're all right. Don't worry about it.
Richie literally just tore me apart in front of everyone. He basically said that I do fuck all, and so now I feel like I'm determined to do something to prove to him, even if he meant it or not, that I'm capable.
huge tropical storm is now tearing through camp. And despite the events of the day, Phil has nominated himself to tend the fire.
What's going on? Trying to keep this fire going in an absolute deluge.
It's relentless, this. Absolutely relentless. There's not many people with a smile on their face, but tonight's going to be another nasty night.
Phil, can you please just let us swap your places for 2 minutes so I can get warm? So I'm trying to get my hands warm.
Yeah, I understand that. But if I don't maintain this fire,
We can boots on, I've got fucking socks on.
Yeah,
Fuck off, man. Just fuck off. Fucking lying down and everyone else is getting fucking pissed right through.
I'm maintaining the fire.
I need you all cuddled in nicely there, son.
Last night's storm and the argument with Phil has taken its toll on 50-year-old retired police officer Jane.
All I wanted to do was just lie next to the fire. All I wanted to do was just lie and get me. I could have just smashed him in the face. I've got arthritis. Try to stretch my leg out. And I'll never forgive him for that.
I absolutely loved being a police officer. They used to call us G.I. Jane, because I don't put up with any shit. I never did, but I'm fair. I was a fair cop. I don't like baddies. I don't like people that bully people. I don't like people that commit crime. So when I could do something about that, that's the right thing to do. I was good at the job, and then now I'm a housewife, and what is my purpose now?
Phil last night was a right twat. He's a spoilt bastard. Once he gets his own bed space, he will not fucking move out of it. He will not move for anybody. Jane last night was in a very, very bad place. Oh, what a fucking dick.
I spent the entire night awake, and I nurtured and caressed and blew and nurtured a fire. Sadly, Jane, she told me in no uncertain terms to F off, and she was fixated on the fact that I wouldn't allow her in for that 5 minutes. And I have no problem with that. I said, no, it's not appropriate now. I can't do it. I need to tend the fire.
Phil was doing my head in. It is only one person making all this trouble and getting people angry and frustrated. The rest of us getting on great.
In a high-pressure situation like this one, time and time again, it's proven that a group that works together is way more successful. Slanging matches are just simply a waste of energy, however much you think you're in the right.
Can I get the team round, please? I'm going to ask a safety question. Yeah. Last night, some of you were showing the first signs of hypothermia.
Oh, is that right? You're standing there saying, showing the signs of hypothermia. Huh? I said, can I be beside the fire for 5 minutes? I didn't say give us your bed.
Okay, I'm
you
not
refused.
even going to discuss it.
You see, because you won't listen, man. Please, don't laugh at us, Phil. Right? Do not mock me.
Clearly, you've shown
Phil,
explosive
I cannot
temper and
stand you.
argumentative.
When I asked you, could I be beside the fire for 5 minutes, you said no. And that is Are you denying that? Are you denying you said no? I need to be beside the fire.
No comment, because I'm not going to discuss anything with you.
Well, I tell you what then, you're a liar, right?
Okay.
I tell you what, I've come across blokes like you all the way through my 30 years police career. Do you know what? You're a bully because you couldn't stand there and tell the truth and say, yes, I did say that. Because you know you fucking did. Oh, Phil doesn't want to be in front of the camera now.
No,
that's a fucking surprise, man. Had away and shite. You're a proper tosser.
My titties have gone.
They're strange things, boobs. I just look like a boy when I wear plunge things. But at least there's no risk of anything popping out.
This is true.
You know?
Have you got a good nipple?
I quite like my nipples. They're like quite a good, you know, quite a good ratio to boot.
Mine point down there.
The islanders have barely eaten, and the camp is running on empty.
I'm in! I'm in! I'm in! I'm into the big boy! I'm into the big boy! Go on! Oh, it's come off! No! No!
God damn it!
I'm just dead. I'm dead of energy. This is the first time where I felt wiped. And every time I bend down and get up, I'm dizzy, Mum. Like passing out dizzy. Like about to faint.
I feel like a skeleton. All my chest bones are revealed, and I just feel disgusting.
We're wrecked. So to have somebody like Phil, who has managed to damage every relationship with every individual in the group, it has a dire effect on the rest of us.
Having a group that's fractured in this environment is so detrimental to morale and also basic survival. You know, we are all extremely hungry.
An iguana! Is there a rock there, Kags?
Why don't you go round on the sea and pick one up from over there? Yes, that's it. That's the one. Come on. No, go on.
Fuck!
Phil, still asleep. It's fucking half man, half mattress.
Phil Gate. He's cut his finger and that just seems to be like, well, I've cut my finger, he's not going to do anything. He's just a shirker, is what he is. He shirks all responsibility, and that's it. He contributes 0 to the group.
Karen, come over to Frank's bed.
With the group divided and starving, Jane is hatching a plan to resolve the situation.
I want to put Phil off the island. Lovely. It's going to come from me and you, right?
Yeah. Okay.
You all right with that?
Yeah.
I know I'm going to ask you something right now. I'm looking to put Phil off the island. I don't think he's suited to this social situation. I've instigated a vote to whether we think, as a team, Phil Coates stays on the island or not.
If negative situations are allowed to fester in a group, it's inevitably going to push people to breaking point. And if they can't come together to reconcile those differences, then they're threatening their very chances of survival.
The reason why I've asked you to come across is that I'm going to ask to get Phil put off the island. I think he's sapping the little bit of energy that people have still got yet.
Yeah, but I see the better side of him.
What? How?
Just do. I'm more concerned for him and the constant isolation and the little comments that are being made, which I don't particularly like. I don't think it's fair.
Yeah, that's all right.
So if you vote he stays, if you vote he stays, but I'm voting him off.
Phil, he's probably upset the camp more than anybody, and he is hard work. But I think he's got good heart and good intentions, and I think it's wrong to be able to vote somebody off just because you don't like them.
So Phil, it's obviously rubbed a bunch of people up the wrong way. Should our society be able to tolerate people who've got slightly different behaviours? It's embarrassing to be part of a group that wants to vote someone away.
Right, let's get
We just need to wish on the way, and we're ready.
Okay. Let's go.
With relationships in camp close to breaking point, Jordan, Kaggy and Emma head off, hoping to make a kill and provide a vital meal for everyone.
So tonight is the night. We're going caiman hunting. I am so excited. I need to get out of the camp. I need some time out. And as soon as camerawoman M suggested it, I was like, yeah, let's just do it.
Do you know what? I already feel better for leaving the camp.
So do I. So do I.
This group is really fractured. It's not really a nice environment to be in. It's quite toxic.
We're here! Start, girls.
This is the start. How
Start
are we
a
feeling?
Flower Powers adventure.
This is where we think the caiman is, and we're gonna stay up all night hunting it. I'm not coming back to that campsite empty-handed. We're gonna come back with the caiman.
While they wait for darkness to fall, Jordan takes charge of starting a fire.
If we get this fire going, then I can definitely stay out here all night.
Look at that!
Holy shit, we're getting there.
This is great.
We have fire.
We have fire.
We have fire! Yes, yes, yes.
Holy shit, is there anything you can't do, JT?
Yeah!
Oh, guys, that's an over-exaggeration. It's amazing, though, like, it's so nice having it in your own hands. It is so nice.
JT, she's a brilliant girl who, for some reason, lacks confidence. So I think this will help her.
The girls have located a water source, the perfect environment in which to find a caiman.
It just looks like caiman territory to the max.
Catching a caiman crocodile is a difficult skill to master, and you've got to find one first. But these masters of disguise do have one potentially fatal flaw. And at night, if you're armed with a torch, the castaway should be able to pick out the reflective, gleaming red eyes of the caiman crocodiles.
What was that?
Khaki. Oh my God, baby, you all right? Look at this place. It's so creepy.
They haven't spotted a caiman, but Kagi has managed to catch something.
Found a crab. I think it was sleeping, so I just stood on it. Let's take it back. That's great. It's something, isn't it? Such a crab killer. I know.
Our mini adventure is over.
After 8 hours hunting caiman, the girls head back to camp with just coconuts and crabs.
We looked all night, all morning. We're just absolutely shattered. I still feel like we've accomplished quite a lot. We're making a fire. It's a massive plus for me.
Hola.
Welcome back. How'd it go?
Yeah, we've got 4 crabs and a coconut.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
Can I have you all down the beach, please?
Sure thing.
Hoping she's secured enough support from the other islanders, Jane calls a meeting to instigate a plan to remove Phil.
Shit's about to go down.
Phil, it concerns you. Could you mind having to sit down for us, please?
Flex, it's going down.
Hashtag flex.
Right, the reason why I've asked you to come to the beach now, it's not a nice thing that I'm going to say. It's not a nice thing that I'm enjoying doing, but I believe that I'm acting on the best interest of the group. Philip, I don't think that you belong in this sort of social situation. I'm asking for the members of this group here to vote whether you stay or whether you go.
Can I just add as well, but I can't work with Phil. I don't respect him, I don't trust him, and I think you're a horrible man. Just my opinion.
Shit.
Do you have anything to say to that, Phil, or...?
Well, I regard there are 3 specific points. 2 that you've raised, 1 that you've raised. With respect to you, Jane, is that you've woken up in a bad mood. It can happen when we do that. And I was frustrated this morning, and you've been frustrated in the past.
I don't appreciate a grown man making a woman cry and not apologising. You are a disgrace to mankind.
What I find I would like is people to have the courage to discuss it directly. I do find this is almost a kind of flogging and hanging situation.
This is about getting along with each other. This is about if we ended up on a boat and we were shipwrecked, we would be here and we would have to get on. Or what do? Kill Phil?
I'm gutted it's got to this situation, but I genuinely as well don't know how we're ever going to get to the bottom of this, one way or the other. You stay, Phil, people have to swallow their fucking gripes with you. You go, it's done. Do you know what I mean?
I really don't think you belong here. That's all I'm going to say. So I'm going to ask people to vote whether you stay or whether you go. End of.
Most uncomfortable thing I've ever sat through in my life.
It's like Lord of the Flies.
Well, I guess it comes down to now, people want to vote, vote. And we'll leave it at that, see where we are with that.
Jane has initiated a vote to expel Phil from the island.
Right, what is it? If it's in the...
If it's in the pot, he stays in.
In the pot, he stays in.
Hammock out, pot in.
If it's in the pot, he's in.
This is not a situation where you vote people off. It shouldn't come to that. My own personal experience with Phil, I like Phil.
I don't dislike Phil. I just find him very hard to live with. So to vote someone off is slightly alien to me.
And it's nothing personal, Phil. It's just I don't think you belong in this situation, darling.
Hammock is out, thingy's in.
Right.
Oh, I'm fine. I just find human character fascinating.
Find it awful.
Emma, do you mind
Emma
doing
or
this?
JT?
We'll both go count up and then tell us how it is.
I think this is horrendous. Well, I don't know if, can we actually even vote somebody to leave? I don't slip. I just made a bracelet. Phil's never done anything wrong to me.
The votes stand as 6 in and 9 out.
Leave it at that. Crack on.
You're taking it very well. I think I'd be in pieces.
Why? Why?
That
What?
sense of rejection.
It's not a matter of rejection, it's a matter of understanding people. Human nature is quite an extraordinary thing, and what I've just witnessed is something quite extraordinary.
You all right, Frank?
Hey. You stay or go?
Go, only because he got his willy out and he was walking around with his willy out and I thought it was quite inappropriate.
No, I'm asking you your view. I was saying what view.
Yeah, I voted out because of that reason.
Thanks for that.
It doesn't sit right with me at all. Not at all.
A lot of these.
That's the first time anyone's been, asked to leave.
All he had to do to get everyone's vote, even mine, was to say, I'm sorry. And he would have got everybody's vote. Even I wouldn't have bloody put it in the pot. I'd have thought, all right, let him stay here for the next 2 weeks. But he didn't.
If the people are talking about democracy, that's not democracy. Most importantly, I'm happy and serene. I have a clean conscience of what I've done and how I've embraced this project. And I respect their decisions.
At Sierra Base, this is a Bravo over.
Go ahead, Bravo.
Yeah, the group have cast a vote and have asked Phil to leave the island over. Phil is choosing to respect that decision, so he's requested that you send a boat to pick him up, over.
Roger that.
Can I get the team round, please?
Team!
Hey, guys, do you want to come out?
I want to thank you all for a truly amazing experience. What I love to do is meet up with you guys, whether it's for a coffee, whether it's for a beer, or for whatever. What I want to do is just give you a hug. Yeah? Sod hands. Yeah. Google me, yeah?
I don't want to listen to his shit.
Jackie, I love you to bits.
It's like a big fucking war and peace speech. You've been a dick. Piss off. Go.
Okay, guys.
See you later.
Have a wonderful time on the island. It's an amazing experience.
Yeah.
You know it.
Yeah. Good.
Enjoy the rain!
Hi.
Bothered?
I couldn't give a flying fuck whether that man fucks off or didn't fuck off. If anyone ever thinks I'm meeting him on the outside for a beer or a coffee, you're having a laugh. So, at the end of the day, fuck off, Phil.
Well, this is the first time we've seen a group actually turn on one of their own. Sometimes the collective power of the group and peer pressure can overwhelm a situation. And right or wrong, they then have to live and die by that decision, and also live with themselves.
Let's go then.
Having spent precious time debating whether to part company with Phil, the islanders have neglected the crucial tasks of hunting and fishing.
Just cast it out.
Jordan is leading a party out to the rocks to try and catch fish for the group.
I really want to catch something. You can only put yourself out there and do your best, and if you fail, then whatevs. At least you gave it a go. What do you reckon?
That's it, just keep doing that. They're penguins, aren't they?
No.
They're penguins.
Penguins can't fly.
Penguins.
Oh my God, there's a lobster. That's a crab. I can see them biting it.
JT, patience, my darling. You get a feeling it get nibbled?
Yeah.
Start pulling it towards you.
You got a fish!
Go, JT. Go, JT.
Go on, JT.
Yeah! Thank fuck for that! I'm just so happy that I actually... Fucking yeah!
And it's not long before the rest of the fishing party get a bite.
Well, we are on, baby. We are on. The world's just a better place, isn't it?
Yay! Yes! That's immense! Pick it up!
Yes, girls.
Hit it with a stick. Hit it with that end of the rod. Are you sure?
No, get a rock, get a rock.
Get a rock. It needs to be quick. Oh shit, where's right here. Oh my God, I don't like this. I don't like it. Yes! Oh my God.
God, we're good little hunters, aren't we, as a group? Don't need no caiman. I cannot tell you how happy I am. Oh, it was a great feeling. Absolutely great.
Oh my gosh! Nice one, baby!
Back in the game, bitches! So I'm gonna go get in the sea.
Right, should we all have a swim together? We did something useful!
It ain't too bad here now, is it?
We like it.
We like it. We like it.
Go long, go long.
Got not one, not two, Not 3, not 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but 10 fish for our dinner. Just totally enjoy ourselves now.
Oh, heaven.
Holy hell. Thank you very much, Fishy, for giving me this meal.
And how long this will last, I don't know. How long the weather will last, I don't know. But whilst it's here, I'm just going to enjoy it. And now it's time to start thriving.
I'm just praying that now we have food in our tummies, that the atmosphere and the mood will just stay nice and normal, but you never know what's around the corner.
When the weather's like this island is absolute paradise. It's gorgeous. Just absolutely ecstatic. I'm so happy right now.
Next time on the island.
Any idea where Aran is? Aran's missing.
Aran! Can't stand out for the people there. We're off on our own. We're going rogue.
Get me off this fucking island.
They're just sitting, waiting for either death or a rescue party.
I just want to go.
Requesting an exit from the island en masse.
In the 21st century, life in Britain has been transformed by technology.
And the generation gap has never been greater. Has a reliance on technology stripped young people of vital practical skills? And has the older generation been cushioned from the harsh reality and insecurity of today? I want to know which generation will survive the best when they're stripped to the conveniences of modern life.
I'm marooning 16 ordinary people on a remote cluster of islands in the Pacific.
On one, a young group aged between 18 and 30.
It's happening! And on a nearby island, a group of much older castaways.
It's lethal, guys.
They'll be left alone for 5 weeks with just the clothes on their back and a few basic tools.
Get it! You gotta get it! Medic! What am I doing here?
Pushed to the limits of human endurance.
As hurricane season rages around them,
Still digging like a pig in shit.
will the older generation's experience
Give them a better chance of survival.
Bastard!
Or will the energy of youth trump the wisdom of age?
You don't do anything yourself. You took bollocks.
You're a proper tosser.
She's so thirsty. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!
Mother Nature is kicking our ass, boy. We're not staying here another 24 hours.
Requesting an exit from the island en masse.
For God's sake, man, this is bloody torture, this, man.
20 days ago, 16 British men and women were cast away on a pair of remote, uninhabited Pacific islands.
Constantly battling the elements just to keep a fire going.
The experience proved too much for the youngest member of the group, Freddie.
Oh, little shit, could have stuck it out.
While disharmony in camp focused around cameraman Phil.
You're a proper tosser.
Resulting in a vote to expel a fellow castaway.
Been a dick, piss off.
Way to go, people! Enjoy the rain!
For the last week, the islanders have endured a series of torrential downpours that have ravaged their camp.
The weather is killing us.
And today, one of the worst tropical storms to hit the area in decades has been battering the island.
This island has bipolar. From one extreme to another, you'll have sunny, as in so hot you need sun cream and you can feel yourself burning, to torrential rains where you find yourself curled up in a ball crying.
I'm cold, I'm miserable, my stomach's in bits. This weather ain't stopping.
This is survival. This is what it's about, isn't it? You don't know
Jack,
what the weather's going to be.
darling. This is endurance.
Jack, why do you always get upset when somebody else has an opinion?
I've had better times at a funeral, I'm telling you.
One night, they were sat at the edge.
With their 2 makeshift shelters providing little protection from the elements, exposure is taking its toll on the islanders' health.
Well, yes, stop coughing.
I know, I've got pneumonia.
Pneumonia.
Bronchitis and pneumonia
And
together.
bronchitis and, yes, and bubonic plague.
I've got pneumonia. Can I have some lockets?
You look at my feet. Oh, are they bad or what? They're not nice, are they? Look, I'm worrying about my feet.
For the islanders' paramedic Aran, concerns are mounting.
Are you worried?
Yeah. I am actually. I mean, if you look at the moment, there's people walking around in bikinis and stuff just because it is so wet. Body heat's dropping. They're really going to start to get ill. But sometimes you just don't realise how cold it is. We are not fighting the islands. We are now just fighting the weather, and that is all we are doing.
This year, the weather's worse than it's ever been. And with prolonged tropical storms and frequent torrential downpours, just surviving in these conditions is unbelievably tough. A good shelter is the only surefire way to keep the elements at bay. Leave yourself exposed and your situation can deteriorate with frightening speed.
Guys, rain seems to have stopped.
Let's sit down and get a plan of action going.
A break in the rain prompts an urgent meeting to discuss the construction of a new watertight shelter.
In terms of the structure, keep it simple, keep it minimal, and just try and get there as soon as possible.
It's manpower needing to do it. Let's get all hands to the pump. This has got to be done, man.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
With the whole group on building duty, someone needs to take charge.
I think Jagger should be leader.
Who?
You.
Why?
I think you've got the energy that a few of us seem to be lacking, at least mental energy.
I'm happy for Jags.
I'm happy for Jags. You happy to take it on?
Hey! Right, come then, let's get everything together and let's get cracking.
Nicely done.
I know later on tonight, if it pisses down the rain, this will be a godsend and I'll be so glad it was done. Let's try and get the skeleton put together.
Jagger's doing very well. He's very good at delegating a task and just letting people get on with it. Doing a great job.
Start tightening these up, mate. Latch it up, job's a good one.
All right.
It's like that, yeah.
On my shoulders, darling.
All right.
Don't fart, though, all right?
Yeah, ladies don't fart. My crutch, however, probably does smell disgusting, so I'm sorry.
Why you got to say it?
Sorry. Just get on there. Sorry. Sorry.
2 feet.
Hey. Thanks. Well done. Thank you.
Keep going, my man.
Woo!
Glad I'm chuffed. We get thatching, we're watertight tonight. Keep the motivation, girl. And it ain't glamorous, but it needs to be done.
There we go. It's incredible. Look at it. Chuffed.
That's a good start, man. Well done.
After 3 hours hard graft, the group have made good progress on their new shelter, but it's far from complete.
It's getting there, isn't it?
Look, the sun is shining.
And distracted by the sudden improvement in the weather, Jagger calls a halt to the building works.
Right, everyone have 5 minutes. Enjoy the sun.
The sun is out, and I'm just so thankful. I am so thankful that the sun is out.
It's the first first day of me being a governor. Yeah. And it's gone all right, bud. Everyone's cooperated. So, fingers crossed, bud, we get a dry night.
Any idea where Aran is?
Having spent the last few hours relaxing on the beach, Richie spots that one of the islanders is notably absent.
Is he missing?
I don't know. You say worry.
I'm just wondering where he is. Aran's missing, I think. He knows he shouldn't go out on his own, and nobody's seen him.
Fuck me, he ain't brown bread, is he?
Yeah, how long have you been gone now?
I've no idea. Hours?
Aran's gone missing. I don't think he was feeling the camp vibes. Quite worrying because it's such a big island. If something happens to you, we don't know where you are.
So, you know when you watch The Beach with DiCaprio on a beautiful tropical island, surrounded by good-looking people, partying away? Yeah, this ain't nothing like that. Through life, there's always times that people get depressed, tired, things go against them. We have to overcome a lot of hurdles. In the past, I was in a very loving relationship for 10 years, and sadly it got cut short through cancer. We lost her. And that was a hard thing to get over. And as heartbreaking as that is, I've got to be positive. Going on the island, I want it to open me up because I've got to make a new future, I've got to make a new family. It's hopefully going to be another step to finding the real me and start again. I've come out on my own to chill out. You need me time. You need time to clear your head. And that's where I have my little walks on my own and my little explores. I just had enough of being in a group. I've honestly felt that if I disappeared, no one here would even notice or care.
Not quite sure what's going on with Aran Gate. He's gone missing. Next 5-10 minutes, we might have to send a search party to grab him.
Just have a quick 5-minute meeting in camp.
Dockham! CAG's having a meeting.
Aran! Wait there, wait there.
As everyone gathers in camp, camera woman Emma spots the missing islander down at the shore.
It's Aran.
Where have you been, man?
End of the beach.
The end of the beach?
Yeah.
We were worried about you.
Oh!
As long as you're safe.
Yes, very, very.
There you go. Crisis averted. Aran, good to have you back, mate.
Safe.
And I wouldn't say I know an awful lot about Aran. He's quite a closed kind of person.
You all right?
Yeah, good, mate.
I guess for Aran, he doesn't really have anybody that he's really close to here. Which I can imagine makes a massive difference on this whole experience.
I shall have a fishy.
On a little dishy, you can have a fishy when the boat comes in. Dance for your...
Two people who have formed a strong bond on the island are 50-year-olds Jane and Karen.
When the boat comes
When
in.
the boat comes in. Something wrong in this picture, isn't there? Two beautiful girls in their skimpy bikinis, frolicking in the sea. Two old bitches here, descaling fish.
Jane's my partner in crime. This place is like the Muppet Show, and me and her are the old bastards in the balcony sniggering.
Can I hit you over the face with it? Just, you know, when people hit you with a fish.
Yeah, that hurts. Karen, my island Bezzy Mara. Not a marrow, by the way, a Mara. M-A-R-R-A. It's North for kindred spirit. This has obviously had a shit inside of its cavity. It's stinking.
See, it looks nice on the outside. You don't know what's rotting on the inside.
Hawkins.
It could be beautiful and evil.
Like this island.
Like you.
Like me.
Thanks, Jane.
Jane, I know everyone thanks you, but for me, that was the best meal we've had so far.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Good day, really. It started off shitty with the rain again, yet more rain. We've just had it up, blinded it up. We're all just praying that the heavens don't open. Fingers crossed that's not the case.
Out here in tropical storm season, the weather can change in the blink of an eye. You can go from crushing heat to violent electrical storms and even life-threatening hurricanes. Underestimate Mother Nature at your peril.
Is it raining?
No.
Come on, we're gonna have a fucking dry night. Yeah, baby. Why? Because it just can't rain that much, Ben. There is not that much water in the fucking world.
Get me off this fucking island.
Midnight, and the islanders' hopes for a dry night are over.
For God's sake!
We are fucked tonight. They're just sitting waiting for either death or a rescue party.
Unbelievable torrential rain, biblical on Noah's level.
The stricken islanders are now being hit by the tail of a hurricane, bombarding them with high winds and dumping up to 20 inches of rain. The only thing separating them from the elements is their incomplete palm frond shelter.
You know what? I don't think we're going to be able to keep this fire going. I'm genuinely concerned. That goes up out of here in a shot.
I'm sitting here freezing my bollocks off. I'm absolutely soaked through to the bone. I'm standing in inches of fucking water in bare feet.
We're going to bed cold, we're all freezing, we're damp. Yeah. We are actually going to get ill.
Quite a high chance of getting hypothermia.
Oh, get that fucking helicopter in here now. I'm absolutely freezing. I'm so cold. Right, what if I found you carried? I would just look and walk and see how they can top yourself.
Jane and the rest of the islanders are at serious risk from hypothermia. Their wet clothes combined with a wind chill factor means they're losing body heat 25 times faster than normal.
The shelter that we're all staying under, that doesn't really withstand this kind of weather.
It's just constantly fucking raining. This was fucking raining. I just want to go.
I don't see the point in doing this anymore.
I don't want to leave on my own, but I'd be up for it if everyone wants to go.
If it's everyone out, then I'm with everybody.
I'm with the mass optimist. I'm off.
With the group desperate and at breaking point, cameraman Richie puts in a call to my safety team.
Hello, Zero, this is Bravo, over.
Go to Zero.
I'm not doing another day. I'm not doing another day. Get me out of here.
We are experiencing torrential downpour and flooding. This is unsustainable. We can't sleep in this. It's actually dangerous. The group are requesting an exit from the island en masse. Over.
The visibility is just crap. Water with all the debris in it is just too dangerous. I don't want to give you false hope, but if you get a break, we will come to you, over.
Yeah, Roger.
I am wet through right to my skin. Get it sorted now.
Due to the extreme conditions, it's too dangerous for my safety team to launch.
Not fair, though. Fucking complete an art game.
Until the worst of the hurricane conditions are past, the islanders are on their own.
We've all shown, right, that we can sit here and we can firefight. To do this for another 2 weeks, there is literally no point for me. I haven't said that. I really think I am going to feel like a complete failure if I take myself off this island. Fucking crazy, mate.
So what do we do tonight? Just sit here for the next 6 hours?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
The islanders have survived the night in the brutal conditions.
So those buckets were absolutely empty last night. That's a lot of rain.
But starved of calories and unable to hunt, the weather is seriously threatening their survival.
So we've had the worst night you can ever imagine. People are at breaking point.
Can't survive it. We've got no chance.
With no sign of a break in the weather, Jagger calls the group together to make the case for an evacuation.
You can't keep people in this environment. We can't go and hunt. We can't keep a fire going. We can't survive it. No one wants to quit. No one wants to give up. But this is impossible, bud. Impossible. Don't beat yourselves up. I'm not. I'm 1,000,000% happy that we've done everything in our power to make this go. You've got to be a realist. And I'm just speaking real facts. We can't live in this environment.
It's going to be the hardest thing to tell everyone at home. No giving up.
Most of them are just broken. And they want off. I totally get it. Totally understand it. But I'm not giving up. You can take me dragging and screaming off this island. It's the only way you're going to get me off it. That or in a box with pneumonia. I don't know.
What a bitch of an island. And I will not be sorry to leave it. Explain to me why you're staying.
I can't give up on this one thing for certain reasons.
Right? But if you don't do it today and things get bad, if you did it 2 days' time, would it be any difference to doing it today?
Yeah, to me it will. I have to, right at the bottom of my heart, know that I can't do any more here. And at this moment, I know I could sit in this for another 24, 48 hours.
This ain't habitable. I can't live here. People, like, just... I don't know if people don't see what I see.
All of a sudden now he's got fucking strength for like 10 men, he wants to carry on.
That's, yeah. No, children. Don't let the island come between you.
I've already just spoken to Aran. He's in the staying team, and he says he's going to dig it out of the, pull it out of the box, and he's going to dig deep and find this inner strength. From where? No food, plenty of water, no heat, no bed, no sleep. But he's got his own reasons.
When life's not gone the way you wanted, when you've held the hand of your loved one, you've lost that. And when you've lost what you think is everything, you start to give up and you start to just go along with life and join the group. And I'm not that man anymore. I'm not giving up, not because of rain, not because of peer pressure. I came here for a personal reason, to show that I can commit. And I'm going to commit.
Hi, Rich. Just to give you the heads up, we, as a safety team, will be out to you within the next 30 minutes.
After 18 hours of torrential rain, the tail of the hurricane is now moving away from the island. My safety team is en route, and an evacuation for most of the islanders is imminent.
I want everybody to stay, but I want us to be doing this for us.
The water is so irritating. You know, it pisses me off. I can't be doing that at all.
Exactly. We will survive.
Yeah.
Aran's decision to stay is having an impact on some of the other islanders.
Jack, do you think this is happening? Do you think you can do this for the next 2 weeks?
Yeah.
But in this environment?
Like Aran said, if they think there's a possibility that we can get through it, then I'd like to think I could get through it.
You know, we know from movies what the heroes look like. Square-jawed, big muscles, good-looking, you know? But in real life, it's not like that. Heroes emerge when you squeeze them.
Like the same as Aran, I don't want to leave, I don't want to be a failure. I've always said I will not quit and I will make it to the end. And I'll stick by that. Tough times don't last, but tough people will.
With the islanders now split between those who want to remain and those who want to leave, the group's future is hanging in the balance.
All my friends are going. Frank, Jagger, and Jane's going, who's my rock. You know, the people that are left, I don't want to be here with. Peggy, Aran, Jackie would drive me crazy. Get me the fuck off this island.
Armed with survival equipment, dry clothes and emergency rations, my safety team has finally arrived to make its assessment.
So that's fucking danger, that tree. And this coconut tree is going to come down.
There's one back there.
Over the next 4 hours, they'll examine the islanders' health, location of the camp and risk of further flooding and landslides.
The reason why I'm going is because no matter what they do here, it doesn't change the process for me. We're still going to be digging around like pigs in shit. If it pisses down, we're still not going to be able to go out and do things. That won't change.
With the technical kit also failing, I've sent an extra cameraman to join the team, who will live under exactly the same conditions as everyone else.
This is horrendous. These conditions are absolutely horrendous. To keep this fire going in the conditions that you've experienced is unbelievable.
Heard it, Andy, mate. We've heard it.
Wait and see what we end up with in the end of 2 hours' time, and then make another decision then.
The safety team has decided the shelter must be moved out of the flood zone and away from the dangerously unstable trees.
Somebody wants to go for some more timbers. There's 3 more timbers at the side of my bed.
But despite their help, Jane's still adamant she wants to go.
I think it's unsurmountable. I think it's an unsurmountable task. It's an unachievable task. You've got to think smart. Do I have anything to prove by going on the island? Probably to myself, because I retired in April, so I felt as though I was a nobody. When I was a cop, I was good at the job. They used to call us G.I. Jane. I think because I've been a police officer that I've seen everything and everything. Well, I haven't. I would see myself as a failure if I don't get to the end. Only time will tell. I think I'm pissed off because of the weather, though. Do you know what I mean? It's like I want to do it.
I know you do.
And I'm being stopped from doing it by something I can't control. And because I'm a control freak, because I can't control it, I can't change it. It's just really... I'm annoyed. Really annoyed.
Every bit of my body is saying I want to go off the island, but I want to prove to me and other people out there that I'll fight, and I feel so sorry for them that can't anymore.
Having spent the day working in the cold conditions, the group are still at risk from hypothermia. So it's essential they have watertight shelter to prevent further physical decline.
OK, so everyone holding a string, if we just gently pull it up.
I've supplied them with a tarpaulin until the worst of the weather passes.
Jagger, what are you smiling at?
I'm just loving the fucking vibe. I'm loving the rhythm.
And I'm loving your smile.
The general mood has changed somewhat.
Yeah. I'm up for a stand. Getting out hunting, doing all the shit we want to be doing.
People were going and now people are staying. This morning, I thought, that's it, I'm going home. I've made my mind up and I felt total relief. Then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I'm not going home now, but I really do want to go home. Honestly, it's this inner turmoil.
Absolutely knackered.
I'm buzzing with energy. Oh my God. Holy shit. Please, someone stop me.
You kill me.
Despite the previous night's request for the mass evacuation, all of the islanders have decided to stay.
We've been really, really, really good as a group. And there was slight splits coming on over the last 2 days, but we are a group together.
The island is a beautiful place, but it's a struggle. The rain just got people down.
Can we all remember there are 15 of us, we work together, and look how far we've got.
Yeah. No worries. Have a good one. No worries.
The real bravery in a survival situation is the mental ability just to keep going and keep positive. Sometimes all it takes is for one person to provide that beacon of hope, and the fortunes of a group can change in an instant.
Well done, Aran!
A lot of ups and downs, twists and turns, but I will stay and I will stick it out. I'm not letting my kids down. I'm not going to show them that quitting's acceptable, no matter how hard it gets. And fair play to Aran for saying to stick it around. Absolute trooper.
This is my bed. It is very nice, it is very high. I can wiggle my feet and they don't touch the floor.
I'm still here. How? I've no idea. 100% I was away. I'll never, ever, ever take what I've got for granted ever again.
So this is our new boudoir. Woohoo! Got myself a lovely warm jacket and 2 hot girls to sleep next to.
Oh my God! What a difference a day makes.
24
little hours.
Oh my God, I think I might have just got my first twinge. I swear to God, I haven't had one twinge downstairs on my little Hampton. No little semis, no nothing, for 22 days. Now, for me, that's something different, mate, I'm telling you.
Waking up to their first sunny morning in days, the islanders are in a positive frame of mind.
Good morning, world. It's just a total change. It's a different place. Totally different place when that orange thing is shining in that blue sky. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. During the rain, I was on my way home. I even give my bra away. I give my knickers away. But I can do this.
I am fucking starving.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Due to the hurricane conditions, the islanders have now been unable to hunt or fish for over 48 hours.
Everybody just thinks about food. Carrot cake, dipping it in melted chocolate orange. It's getting to unbearable levels now, the hunger. My brain just will not stop thinking about food.
With the group running on empty, Jagger wants everyone to focus on their basic survival needs.
So who was on fire today, then?
I'd quite like to do a fire.
I quite fancy having a go at fishing.
All right.
What's happening with the tarpaulin?
My personal preference would be it'd be foolish to take it down.
We got given the tarp when we were at our absolute lowest. We've now got over that. We've got over it, So why don't we try and get back to basics? Now the weather's turned, let's go back to basics.
Right, the tarp should stay, should stay, should stay.
That tarp comes down, I'm not going to put any effort into making another shelter. Not 1 ounce of effort.
No, I'm not neither.
Thank you. And there's 2 people there that you need to make a shelter.
We were the most hardcore group because of what we've been through, and now we're going to be looked at as in, oh yeah, you got that far, but now you're doing nothing. Yeah. Let's get back to being the most hardcore group.
It's fucking pride, guys. The only reason why you don't want the tarp is because you don't want to look like a pussy.
No! I want this to be harder.
Well, I don't want it to be harder. I think it's been hard enough so far.
I'm happy to be here.
Yes, but that doesn't detract that other people don't want to be here. Do you know what I mean?
If you don't want to be here, why don't you go
Caddy,
home?
man, Caddy!
Yeah, but go home if you don't like it.
Caddy, don't start at me, Don, because I will. I'll fucking slap you, and I mean it.
Hey, hang on, that's not how we talk to people. That's not, no.
She's being moralistic.
No, listen, we don't, Jane, stop for a second.
Right.
This has gone totally out of hand.
Let's not all throw our toys out the pram. Let's not fracture the group. Look, we're a team, yeah? We're a big team here. Let's not start moving away from that.
Jane threatened to slap me in the face. Who does that? I mean, come on. Really? She gives all that, and I think she doesn't like it when someone sticks up for themselves.
I don't want to put myself through that again. And it's days like the day that I think, what is the point? What is the point?
Just get through it.
And in a way, all this is doing for me is pointing out that I'm a bad-tempered, moody bitch.
I do really feel that the group's splitting again with the people that wanted to leave and didn't.
Jane, she's having the shittest time ever. She's been crying because she's fucking devastated about it all. Just all the shit. Saying that she's smacked Caggy, which she shouldn't have said. We can't stand the politics. Can't stand after the people there. We're gonna just do our own thing. We're gonna cook ourselves, catch ourselves. If we don't catch anything, we don't eat, we're not asked. So we're off on our own. We're going rogue.
Don't need it, Mum.
No, never anything like it.
Don't need it, bro. Bollocks. All this over a fucking bit of tarp. Do you know what I mean? It was a godsend at the time, now it's a fucking curse. It's got to go. And to be honest, I think it's the right decision.
After a heated discussion, the islanders have agreed with Aran and are removing the emergency tarpaulin.
We had it when we needed it. We don't need it anymore.
Feeling better that it's down, or?
100%. I want it. Oh, yeah, I want it gone.
But the fallout from the argument has split the community even further, with Jane and Karen deciding to set up their own splinter group.
So you're going off on your own, you two?
We're not part of your camp anymore. It's the Jane and Karen camp. We don't want to be involved in all your shit, all your arguing, all your crap. So we're going to see to ourselves.
Karen, Jane, they're so immature. Like, for 50-year-old women, it's just like, what are you doing?
After the stress of the past week, truth is there's still storm clouds hanging over that island. The group is actually more fractured than it's ever been. But they can't afford to fall out. When you're on that brink of starvation and a survival group fractures, that's when lives are put at risk.
What's happening?
This is the miserable bitches camp. You're not a miserable bitch, man. You're the commandant.
Yeah, you can't join us, Jags.
Setting up a new camp at the other end of the beach, Jane and Karen will have to fend for themselves, finding their own food, shelter and water.
Let's not cut our noses off despite our phase. We said we're going to see this through to the end together.
How are they going to go through with it? Food,
They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck.
It's playground stuff almost, this.
Yeah.
It's like playground stuff.
So this is the new splinter camp.
We're the outcasts of the community.
Jane and Karen going away on their own, I think, is a massive, massive amount of attention seeking. Bitching and moaning. Get a grip of yourself.
We don't like it here, do we?
No, we don't like it here.
I don't know what the future's going to hold for the next 9 days. It's the worst group dynamics I've ever been in. All hell could break loose.
We're the crew. We're the crew.
We're the 50 crew.
50 grumpy women crew.
Bad night's sleep.
Things I do for you. Ugh.
After an uncomfortable night in their makeshift camp, Jane and Karen are dehydrated and hungry. They have no choice but to go it alone.
I feel tired. I feel weak. We've had nothing this morning. We've had a sip of coconut water. I don't know how long we can possibly keep going without food.
Bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Don't worry about your trouble and your strife.
Out on the rocks, the other islanders, led by Aran, are already making a head start on fishing.
Food is just so scarce now. So hopefully a few fish will come our way and we can get something to eat.
Let the pro come and show you how to do it, all right?
If you catch fish, I'll be so happy.
It's too much, you know, and you want to go back, you know, just say it. You don't think you've got to bloody damage yourself, you know.
Isolated from the rest of the group, Jane and Karen urgently need to find food, and they face a long trek to the fishing ground in the 35-degree heat.
It's really hurting.
It's the jarring, you know. Are we nearly there?
Not really.
Oh.
Yeah, boy! Aye, aye! Aye, aye! I think that's a parrotfish.
I've got one pufferfish, one eel, and one edible fish.
Fish! Dinner tonight. Dinner tonight.
I just want to vomit.
After 2 hours of trekking, the intense heat and treacherous rocks have got the better of Jane and Karen. They decide to return to their camp empty-handed.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I'll just sit here.
I knew it was going to be hard, and I thought it was going to be an adventure, but it's just the emotional.
See, I'm totally opposite. I can cope with the emotional.
No.
The mental thing, it's the physical thing that I've struggled with.
How well then, chicken? Get over these. Just go back.
Come on, then.
In order to survive in an environment as harsh as this, you can't do it on your own. You gotta know your physical limits, ask for help when you need it, because a group that works together is way more successful.
Oh, dear God.
Being out in the blazing sun has taken its toll on Jane, who's now suffering from heat exhaustion.
Oh, dizzy. I'm fucking sweating.
Maybe a little bit of heat stroke.
I feel 150. I don't feel 50.
Should we just pour it slowly over your head?
Oh.
You all right?
I think we need to wait a little bit before we get back to the sipping stage.
Oh, savage.
Maybe I am bad-tempered, maybe I'm moody. Not making excuses for what I am. I am what I am. I should apologise to Caggie if I said I was going to slap her, because I was never going to slap her. It's just the words that come out my mouth without thinking, and I should think a bit more before I say things, maybe. I mean, to me, I would love to go back to the old camp. I cannot do this. How you doing, darling?
I'm getting there.
Having decided to rejoin the group, Jane wants to make amends.
I hate disharmony. I hate disharmony. I want it to be over. I want it all finished. I'm really sorry. I apologise for any way that I've spoke you.
Thanks, Jane. Fucking love you.
Lying, bitch.
The camp's definitely lightened. Jane actually came and apologised to me today. We hugged it out, and that's it. That's all I wanted.
Oh, hi, Karen. Hi, sweetie. The revolution is over.
With the group reunited, Jane and Karen have come up with a plan to celebrate.
I'm going to have a dinner party tonight.
Are you? Can I come?
Yes.
Thank you.
Dress to impress, please.
Yep.
And any party games that you've got in your locker or anything that you're good at.
Yes.
On the night.
Lovely.
All right.
Thank you.
I think it's good that it's come from her and Jane. I think it's really good it's come from them. And that's more of an olive branch.
Bit more peace, love and harmony be resumed between the group. Karen and Jane have come back into it a bit more, so that's all good. Yeah, onwards and upwards.
Now that's what I call a yucca.
On the menu tonight, a meal of fish and yucca chips, lovingly prepared.
Rather than peel it with her fingers, she takes a great big lob of sand. She caresses the yucca and then slowly. Oh, yucca. Oh, I've got a mistake.
Thank you for inviting me. Mwah. Mwah. Isn't this lovely?
Oh, it looks good. It's really good.
Thanks for cooking. Thanks for having us over for dinner.
Very welcome.
It's nice for us all to sit together, isn't it, and have a chat. Let's all be nice. It's nice to be nice, isn't it?
Ready for a game?
I've got a game.
It's been a crazy few days. What a turnaround it can be from the surviving a hurricane to actually enjoying a day out.
At the very beginning, I was 100% leaving. Then I went to like 70% leaving. But with friends, with me, Jagger, and with Karen, and with Frank, and Jackie, Aran, the team, still here.
There was lots of rifts, there was lots of little clicks, whereas now we are definitely working as one. There's positivity coming back into the camp.
Next time on the island.
Jesus Christ! Oh my God!
I'm so hungry.
I'm nearly there, babes.
Oh God! Medic! Medic!
Shit.
Oh my God!